Valve is doing so much. They're moving heaven and earth in a way that no other company has ever done for Linux gaming or PC gaming even. It's kind of wild what they're doing here.
I mean, Microsoft certainly isn't doing anything. And I know people listening to this are going to be like, oh, big surprise, the Linux for everyone guy and all of his friends are against Microsoft. But look at how stagnant DirectX has been. They've done nothing for DirectX in 5 or 6 years. You know, they only submitted recently to the pressure of SteamOS and Steam Deck.
It's funny because Valve did the exact same to Microsoft before. If you remember when they were talking about when they were bringing the Steam, Left 4 Dead and so on over to Linux, and they were doing the blog posts about how much faster they got OpenGL compared to DirectX. They lit a fire under Microsoft to go back to DirectX and improve it again, and they've done the same.
Yeah, I mean, that was why we got DirectX 11, right?
Very reactionary and not innovative.
And I think they're just moving out of the platform business anyway. They just want to sell services that you can run almost anywhere. Their games, their services. They don't care about the Xbox specifically. They're not trying to bring you another games for Windows Live or whatever. So,
oh God,
fortunately,
PTSD, man.
Yeah. But I think they're just giving up on all of that stuff. So maybe they still want to build the technology behind it. I don't think they're going to be abandoning DirectX anytime soon. But I think they just see any platform as a way to sell some stuff and make some money through that. And the lockdown doesn't seem to serve them that well. So
Windows is a platform now for selling services.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all it is. Windows has a 1% higher rate of profit than gaming does. Only 1% larger than Xbox. So, yeah.
And they want to drastically improve the profitability of Xbox as well, because that's all the recent changes that they've been doing. It's because they want to drive the Xbox entire division profit margin up to, I think, 30% when they're at 17, I think. So they're clearly seeing those things as just a vessel to sell some stuff. The platform doesn't matter to them anymore.
This makes me think about this growing dissatisfaction and vocal dissatisfaction about Windows gaming from traditional mainstream outlets like The Verge, and then more enthusiast places like Linus Tech Tips and Gamers Nexus. They're all bashing Windows constantly. The Verge is thinking about devoting a lot more coverage to Linux in 2026. But my question is, what happens if Microsoft actually fights back and goes, well, here's Windows 11G, a stripped down, this is just like Windows OS for gaming, and that's it.
Yeah. So the full screen Xbox experience has been gradually rolling out, across different devices.
Yeah.
It will be on desktop as well. And they've even done like a Windows technical blog post recently saying, how they're dedicated to bringing down the list of processors that are running and stuff and make Windows the best platform for gaming and stuff like that. So they're already going down that road. The problem is they're saying all this while shoving all this AI stuff into Windows and annoying people even more. So
yeah, and I hear you, and that's what I mean. But they're not going so far as to say, here's a different version of Windows with no Teams, no OneDrive, no Copilot, none of that's installed. It's just resources geared towards efficient, powerful gaming. Like, would they go that far if gaming is so important to their business?
The problem is Microsoft as an organization is just not structured in a way where they can deploy a lean, focused team to make a singular product. The thing is, Microsoft is so captured by the current moment of enshittification that that will be their undoing in the desktop space.
In
right?
Agentic OS.
Yeah, right.
Not working out very well for them so far, by the way.
No. And if you have if you are in an industry like gaming, for example, where there is just one player who isn't running by the rules of enshittification, you are giving up your entire market share. It just takes one player like Valve who is actually interested in making sustainable profit and not enshittifying their platform for you to just lose everything as to the competitor. And that's exactly what Microsoft's doing.
And I'm pretty sure that Microsoft as a corporation just has so many conflicting incentives. Like if you start building a Windows G, you're going to have the AI division knocking on the door saying, AI for games is actually pretty cool, and you should have Copilot in there to get game guides and achievement guides.
Yes.
And then you'd get the OneDrive player saying, hey, maybe we can store game saves in OneDrive, so you should pre-install it as well. I don't think you can wean yourself off of all those other business units in Microsoft. I don't think they're able to do that.
Which is why they're just doing it as a mode on top of it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, and
which
especially
adds
when
even more overhead on top of the system that is already extremely heavy.
Yeah, and also the fact that like cloud makes up a huge portion of their income where desktop doesn't. It's like,
Right.
is Microsoft going to like see the value in selling Windows 11G to 40,000 special interest PC gamers? No, like they're not going to make anywhere near that amount. So they have to bundle in these services to make the money that they would have to invest in it to begin with.
I think they would look at Xbox and saying, we're not even selling those specific PCs, which are PCs just bundled as a console. We're not selling them. No one buys them. We stopped investing in them. Why are we building an OS specifically for other devices that we don't even make? I don't think they would go there. And as I was saying, I think there's the QA as well. The QA on Windows 11 is atrocious. Like literally every single update that rolls out has tons of articles saying how it breaks something, makes the menu crash, destroys the shell, breaks the file manager, like super basic stuff. I don't think they can maintain that version plus the gaming version plus anything else. They fired their QA team a while back, and I think they replaced them with Copilot. So I don't think that's just going to work well.